Hey guys, welcome to Saints TV. We've just come back from Optus Stadium. Yeah, Optus Stadium.
Optus Stadium.
30-point loss, 89 Fremantle, 59 St Kilda. Another loss to take. Worst percentage in the competition now, worse than Carlton's after they beat Essendon today. I've got my mate here. Can I say your name or is it privacy?
You can go ahead. Go ahead.
Murray, he's a Brisbane Lions supporter, but we've flown from Melbourne. We've come down from Friday night to Sunday night, and you've got kind of a non-supporter angle on the team, which is different because usually it's me talking about the club that I support, but you've watched a game.
I'm familiar with this feeling, I guess.
Yeah.
Watching terrible games of football and analysing them.
And what did you think?
It was pretty bad. I guess the main thing I thought was just the lack of contested footy ability and just losing so many contests where you have 3-on-1 in your favour and just not coming up with the footy.
Yeah.
Especially in the first half.
And how many times did we see like 4 Saints to like 1, which was Nat 5, and he's exceptional.
It's Nat 5, yeah.
You got to win that, and they didn't.
It was just funny. Like it just became so predictable. You'd see 3 Saints versus 1 or 2 Freo players, and you could just see it happening in slow motion.
Yeah. Could you see an identifiable game plan? Like you're a Brisbane guy, and I even when I watch Brisbane, I think they're trying to play a certain way under Fagan. Like it looks like they're trying to play fast through the middle.
Yeah.
Pretty run and gun, like risking it all, but it actually they score high. Like they kick a lot of goals. Apart from the Richmond game.
The Richmond game where they played terribly. But
the third quarter, like let's just acknowledge that the third quarter was a good quarter. We kicked 6 goals to 2. They played a bit faster. You think that we didn't play that well?
I kind of thought that Freo stopped running.
I'm throwing you to the wolves a little bit.
Be kind.
Yeah. Why did 6 goals to 2 is a positive, but maybe we're playing so poorly that we'll take anything right now.
Yeah.
And we're like, 6 goals to 2, we played amazing, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Freo.
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah. What did you think? Why did that happen though?
I guess I think that I think Freo stopped running a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that you started to just show more pressure and just to move a bit earlier.
Yeah,
I think that the first term, or the second term especially, you was just slow to react because you anticipated that Freo were going to get the ball, that your teammate was going to turn it over.
That's a good point, that we were so afraid to take the game on because when you take the game on, you're actually running away from your opponent.
Yeah.
And if you cough up the ball and you're not next to the guy that you're supposed to be manning up on, you go down the other end and you see them kick goals, easy goals like they did with McCarthy, handballing it through. Like the first half was probably as bad a first half as we've played, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like you said, I said to you that like we went to the Brisbane-Richmond game and Brisbane didn't kick a goal until the 28-minute mark of the third quarter. This is what we all we go through on a weekly basis.
Comparison.
Yeah. I felt like we played as bad in that first half as Brisbane had played in that game, but we were still in the game.
We butchered it. We butchered it more, but you guys seem to lose one-on-one contests all the time.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe worse than we did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Worst player? Billings? I asked you what you thought he did for the game, and he didn't do anything.
I didn't notice much of him. He got 15 touches.
Maybe I'm being harsh, guys. Maybe you can check his stats and tell me in the comments if he played well, but I thought he was...
I feel like weighted to like the expectation on a player like him, he was pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean,
he was not great.
Billings, you always see him take a shot very late in the game like he did, and he shanked it, and then I think Hickey got the free kick.
Yep.
But he's always that sort of player that he goes missing for when the game's on, and then when the game's done and dusted and we're not going to win, it's quiet. He's like the junk time sort of accumulator. Like you'll get the quick handballs. I mean, maybe I'm being harsh, but I feel like that's when I noticed.
Don't watch enough Saints games to see a pattern, but I guess fair enough call on today.
I think so. Ed Phillips was really good. Actually, let's talk positives. Ed Phillips, I think he finished with 24 disposals in his debut away from home. He got like 90 Dream Team points, which is really positive. If a guy from Sydney calls, what's his name? Rocky or Rocky? Ronk didn't kick 7. I reckon Ed Phillips might be a shout for rising star nod, but it looks like the Sydney player is going to obviously get it after last night's crazy performance.
What do you do?
Jack Stephen was okay. We'll just try and go through some
He
of
had
the
a crack,
players.
yeah.
He had a crack. Armitage
He did nothing.
did nothing. Seb Ross was better.
He was okay, yeah.
Carlisle coming off, I thought, hurt because actually
Got a lot of intercept marks at the start.
Murray did make a good point as we were walking back to the hotel of the players kicking out of defence, and you kind of had some points on going through the lineup. You go Savage, Gilbert, Geary was, I thought, shit, to be honest.
He was
as
pretty
a
shit,
captain. That kick backwards inboard that went over, I think, Marshall's head, who's 7 foot tall anyway.
Yep.
And McCarthy kicked a point that it would have turned the game and it would have won them the game. It was massive. But we've got Savage, Gilbert, Geary, and Brown. We're talking about players that can actually kick the ball out of defence. That's 4 players that their job is to get it.
Yep.
And do what with it? Just bomb it. Not really do much. You've got Robertson who's out. Who probably is a better kick. Carlisle
not too bad,
is a better kick. And maybe Webster, we'll have to acknowledge. Webster was good. That's probably one of his better games for the season. He's been one of our better players, better ball users. But apart from that, like, you think that they butcher the ball. I think that they...
they're under a lot of pressure.
They're under a lot of pressure.
But
the players up the ground, like where we were sitting, they were really good seats. They were really good seats. We had a good view of the ground. No one was making space up the ground. That, like, you're missing Paddy. Like, people criticise Paddy, but when you see Tanine and you see us bombing it to contests and not having an option,
it was a focal point that you just didn't have. Like, memory's not big enough. Yeah.
Speaking of memory, 1 goal 5, I think he got.
Yeah, I guess you take the good with the bad. He's normally pretty good. He's
normally an accurate kick, but at least he had his chances. Gresham was a lot better. Third quarter was really good. Kicked a couple of crucial goals. Jeez, not much else to... There's not a lot of positives, guys. It's a 30-point loss, but it feels like a 10-goal loss.
I thought you were going to get rolled by like 80, 100.
Yeah. So the fact but we did say that maybe we want. Well, I thought maybe it's better
don't paper over
the cracks. Like the fact that we got back into the game and then it went back to shit in the last quarter. It was probably
a bit of a nothing game.
Yeah. Whereas if we had have come back and maybe lost by under a goal, it does paper over the cracks where there are genuine problems in the lineup.
Yeah.
We'll go to some questions now. You guys have been commenting and we've just kind of been chatting, but let's go through the top. Bad is an understatement. Grant Records, we were beaten by a basket case club. Yeah, it's a disappointing to lose to a team that's probably not going to play finals, maybe.
Probably not.
Probably just miss out. Still don't know what to say. Ed Phillips really showed a bit. Is it time for Billings to finally be dropped? Gresham has finally found form. Membry cost us big time with those misses. It killed our momentum. Probably right. There were some big misses that he had. That one in the last quarter where they turned it over early on. It would have put us within 7 points. And he misses that. They go down the other end, kick a couple of easy goals. Game's over. But I feel like at least he's the one taking responsibility for some of the big shots, but he's not taking them right now. Armitage was worse. I think we're sinking to how we were in the 80s. Probably, I don't know. You wouldn't be familiar with how we were in the 80s, or maybe you were.
Not especially, no.
Fitzroy, how were they in the 90s? They were pretty.
We were notably poor.
Yeah. Luke Dunstan's leadership group 29. I think he should be in the leadership. I'm surprised he's not in the leadership group right now. He has been in and out of the team, but he's definitely one of the guys that puts his head over the ball. He was pretty good inside 50. Like, he lowered the eyes.
Yeah.
Savage, not great. At what point in the season do we look like we're tanking? Let's pick one. Probably going to be a battle between.
You're not going to take it off us. We're going to win number one.
Murray reckons that his team, Brisbane, have got this in the bag. I feel like Brisbane are playing good football. They only lost by 14 points to the Dogs. They almost beat Collingwood. They almost beat Port Adelaide. You played well against us, and we're lucky that we played you in round 1 and not
And
now.
here we are.
And here we are, and 1 draw and 1 win. We're lucky we've got the draw, guys. As I said, we've got the lowest percentage in the comp. So the fact that Carlton could almost be on top of us after the fact they've been absolutely dog shit is not good signs for the club.
It could be Brisbane, though.
It could be Brisbane. But on a positive note, maybe Nathan Freeman, who was a top 10 draft pick that Collingwood gave us a couple of years ago, could debut against Collingwood next week. I thought Nunes was better. I still would like a Billings or a Nunes to be dropped just because they've been those comfortable players that, you know, every team has them, but they never get dropped no matter, I don't know if Brisbane have got them, that they're just played okay every week, but not great. I feel like Brisbane probably does.
We do, yeah.
I think everyone's got them, but it's up to Richo to kind of put the foot down. You feel like if Alistair Clarkson saw players like Nunes running around, not performing, they definitely wouldn't be getting a game. So I feel like Richo needs to kind of put the foot down. Do you think we need a new coach? What do you think?